On our computer basics, these are things that you'll do throughout the year, but sometimes you'll forget because you don't do them real often. So first thing we're going to go through, you want to create a new folder. So if I say create a new folder on the desktop, you'll come to this screen. Okay, this entire screen right here, this is the desktop. So you'll just right click somewhere, go to new folder, and then we'll call it test folder. Hit enter, and then when you open it, then you can have that there. Alright, now you've created your folder. So when you open it, you'll notice that there's nothing in here, of course, but if you wanted to add something to it, let's say that this folder here should be inside this folder. Okay, you can click on this and drag and drop it on this folder, and it's going to say move to test folder. So you just click, drag and drop it on it. When you open this, now you have this folder here. Okay, so now we've created this. Our beta folder is now showing up inside our test folder, and you always know which folder you're in because it tells you right here. So we're going to close this. Alright, now if we wanted to move files from other folders into this folder, you want to come down to your File Explorer button down here at the bottom. It's a folder. I'll always just call it the folder button. So the File Explorer, click on this, and let's say you have something from your documents that you want to move to your test folder. So we're just going to move this folder right here, UIL templates. We're going to click on it, hold down Control, and then click. So hold down Control on the keyboard, then click one time, and you'll notice it says copy to test folder. So you just let go, and then you go test folder, and that's how you make a copy of it. Now if you wanted to move something, you can just click on it, drag and drop it, and it's going to say move to test folder. And then when you do this, you'll notice that it's not here anymore, but it's now in your test folder. Okay, so you just click on something, drag, and then you can also drop it when the folder is open in this window as well. So if you wanted to move this over here, drag and drop it, moves it. Okay, now if you wanted to move multiple things, and I need to move these back because I need them in this other folder, you can hold down Control. You can click the first item, hold down Control, and then click everything else so that you can move multiple items at one time. You can also click and just drag a box around what you want here, and then just click, hold it down, drag it over here, and then it's moved back to our documents where I need them. Alright, so that's all you have to do to move files back and forth. Now if you needed a file from inside a folder, you would just open that folder, and we'll just get one of these. So you open the folder, whatever you need. If you just need that one file, just open the folder, find that one file you need, and then you can either hold down Control to make a copy of it, or you could just click and drag it over and move. So anytime you don't hold Control, you're moving the file. If you do hold Control, you're making a copy. Alright. Okay, the next thing. We're going to have two windows open. Okay, sometimes when we're doing things on the internet, we're going to do side by side. And what that means is you want your windows to be side by side like this. Alright, and to get them to snap into exact sizes, you want to click on the title bar up here. So click and drag it. And you have to drag your cursor all the way to the edge of the screen, not just the window, because you'll notice this whole part right here just kind of disappears. Now when the cursor gets to the edge, you'll notice that it gives you a little shadow border where it's going to go. Okay, and again this one, so you would drag this one to the right, and it's going to give you that little shadow border. Okay, once you get used to this, you can just click on it, snap it real quick to the right or to the left, and then it'll resize for you automatically. So that's how that works. Okay, your buttons up top, this is minimize, this is restore. So if I say hit your restore button, I'm talking about the double box. Okay, maximize, you should know what that is, but a lot of times students don't know what the restore button is. So hit the restore button, brings it down, maximize brings it up. Alright, and then of course you know what close is. Okay, we're gonna open a couple programs here real quick, just show you how these work. Alright, anytime you open Excel or Word, and I'm going to put these side by side to show how this works. Anytime you open them, it's going to show you all your recent documents. So you go through, have all of this, and if you clicked on one, it's going to open up that recent. Oh, apparently I moved that file. Alright, so we're going to go over here, and it's going to open up one of the practices I did in Excel for another video. Alright, saving, it's the same. You have file. I need to create a new one real quick here. Okay, saving, file, save as, same thing in Excel. File, save as. You have all those options. You can save it to OneDrive, Google Drive. Now if you have a homework folder in Google Drive, then you would go Google Drive, save as, and then you go to my drive, and then you would find like if this was called your homework folder, you would click on it, hit select, and then you would name it try 05, hit OK, and then it's going to save it to Google Drive, and that's where I'm going to get your files from. Same thing works in Word also. Okay, going through parts of the screen, this right here is called the ribbon, and it looks the same as it does in Excel also, so I'm just going to use Word an example for the rest of this. But this is the ribbon. Okay, so sometimes if you accidentally hit that button, you'll notice that the ribbon disappears. To get this back, these are called tabs, and you'll notice when the ribbon's hidden and you click off, it still disappears. So if you double click any of these tabs, you'll notice when you click off down in your document that it comes back. It works the same way in Excel and PowerPoint. Okay, if you accidentally double click one of these tabs, it's also going to close the ribbon, and then you have the same problem that you had before. So to get it back, just double click one of the tabs and it'll snap into shape. Alright, so these are all tabs. You think of like tabs on yellow folders. So these are your tabs. These are your buttons. So all of these individual items, these are buttons. These are groups. You'll notice you have a little line here, a line here, dividing these. Okay, these are groups. So if it's the book says go to Home tab, Font Group, and then Font Color. So you know how to get there. So if it says you want to go to Page Layout, go to Page Setup, and then Margins. So that's how the book's going to get you to where you need to go. It's going to be Tab, Group, and then Button. So References, Captions, Insert Caption. So Tab, Group Name, and then the button. Alright. Let's see. Quick Access Toolbar. It's these up top. You hit the More button. If you want to add spell check or quick print or any of those to it up top, you just put a check mark by them. If you don't want them, you uncheck them, and then you won't have them. Alright, Dialog Box Launcher. This little box right here in the bottom right corner of your groups, that's the Dialog Box Launcher. So if I said go to Page Layout and open Page Setup Dialog Box, then you would come here, you click on this, it opens up this new dialog box. Same thing, Paragraph Dialog Box. So just be aware that this little arrow here in the bottom corner opens up the dialog box for each one. And if you're paying attention, you know it's clipboard, it opens up the clipboard over here on the side instead of the normal dialog box like these others. And Styles has its own. Alright, Page Layout, and this works in Excel also. Page Layout, Orientation, Portrait, Landscape, Margins. You have your presets, and then you can do custom margins here if you want. Okay, let's see. Now if you have something typed, you select a word, this is going to pop up. This is called the mini toolbar. So if the book refers to using the mini toolbar, it's referring to this. But you notice you have to have text selected and then it pops up. That's the mini toolbar. Okay, view modes. There's different view modes. Excel has these also. Down here by the zoom in, zoom out, your slider is down here by your clock. You have web layout, read mode, and then normal print layout. So just be aware if you open it sometimes and it looks odd, just change your view mode down here at the bottom right corner. Alright, and then the last thing, so a lot of times when y'all open a project, you're going to open a project and let's see, you're going to open something and it's kind of pre-made and you finish it out. It says you want to save it as this name, which usually just means adding your name to the end of it. So you'll go File, Save As. We're going to put in Google Drive. We're going to put it in my classroom folder, and we're going to call it eProject 02 Dave and Davis. Hit OK. It's going to load it to Google Drive, and the reason we use Google Drive is we're paperless, so we don't have to worry about killing a bunch of trees and spending several $100s on toner every year also. So that should get you through the basics of getting around using the desktop with basic controls for this school year.